To be a better coach, you've got to be reflective, and reflective is tricky. It's a tricky skill set to develop because it's very hard to do. So it's not just driving home from your session and thinking about what worked and what didn't. Reflection is a process of thinking through the layers, and if you know something worked, so a certain drill worked or landed really well with your students, why did it work? What's the underlying reason why it got there, and what are the underlying reasons why you made the decision to do it that way? Equally, if something didn't work, we can all be fairly quick to blame the student body, but actually a lot of it is on you. And same thing, you need to establish why it didn't work and how you got there. How did you make that mistake? What was the underlying theme that you might find in other stuff you do that might lead you to correct other mistakes you're making? But it is a really hard process. It's very, very introspective, and much like martial arts, it's one of those things where you start doing it and a year or so and you think, oh, I've nailed this, I can really reflect now. And then in another year's time or 5 years' time, you'll look back on where you were then and realise that you didn't know anything. So it's a constant ongoing process where you're trying to develop your reflective skill, and the better you get at it, the more it will tell you. But like everything else we've spoken about, that needs to be very constant and deliberate. As soon as you start not doing it or just defer to what's become your habitual reflection, it's of very little value anymore. You can do reflection and have it slightly inform your coaching, and not have it change you too much as a human being. But certainly for me, one of the reasons I continue to coach is that you change people. You can still get that as a coach if you're willing to reflect and willing to be self-critical, and that doesn't just mean negative, and you allow it to change you. You end up knowing yourself much better. And my experience of that for myself and from people that I've taught and other coaches I've developed is that means you're going to end up happier. You're happier doing what you're doing, not just in your martial arts, but day-to-day life. So it's hard work to reflect and be good at it, but it really gives back if you persevere.